Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. We're in the room of despair. We haven't been in here for such a long time, but I thought I'd get on camera and share with you some of what's been going off. As most of you know, I haven't been around much. I'm not out on the bike, not cycling, turned my back on it all. Welcome to the vlog. Right, where to begin? Might as well begin at the start. Last year, towards the end of 2021, I started developing pains in my left leg, in my left knee predominantly, and this led me to believe that it was arthritis, and certain diagnoses was pointing at arthritis. However, the problem was it put me off my bike, completely off my bike. Cut a long story short, I started putting weight back on, and with that came all the anxieties and depression, all associated with lifestyle. I didn't even want to go out on the bike. I stopped watching YouTube videos. I stopped following all my friends on YouTube. I didn't want to go out anymore. I didn't want to cycle, and things just spiraled out of control, if you like. Anyway, it turns out that on advice, I should have carried on with the cycling. The cycling was, or is, low impact, and it's probably the best thing I could have done was go on my bike, only I wasn't having any of it. I saw an excuse not to ride and went along with that. What I didn't envisage was, like I said before, was with the increase in weight, was what that was going to do to me, other things. And diabetes has connections with depression. There is in fact the term diabetic depression, and I think I was getting, I was sinking lower and lower into that pit, and whereby nothing would get me out on the door. There was a few times, don't get me wrong, there was a few times when I wanted to ride. There was a few times when I have ridden a couple of times outside this year, but not to the extent that last year, the year before, not anywhere near the extent. And but I would plan to go for a ride, and I would get everything ready. There was all the enthusiasm there. The day before, the enthusiasm was there, and I would get everything ready. I got my clothes ready. I'd bring the bike out of the shed and bring it in the house, so it's there in front of me. The following day, when it was due to happen, it wasn't. The whole feeling in myself just escalated to the point where I wouldn't go. I couldn't cope. I couldn't cope with going out. There's no way I would go out, and I would come up with anything at all. And I would get almost tearful, and the guilt would bring on this tearful feeling, the guilt for not going, and that was it, and then I wouldn't go. So it has been extremely hard this last year. I have tried to fill the gap. I've tried to fill the gap with other things. I've done the outdoor channel. Anyone who really follows me on social media would know about my outdoors channel, and I've done a few videos on there. And but really and truthfully, there was something missing. And I think that something has been my bike and my cycling. So I am still going to carry on doing the outdoor stuff. No, don't get me wrong, I've still got things planned, and I'm going to be doing stuff. Anyway, I am type 2 diabetic. and all those diabetics have these 3 monthly meetings or 3 monthly checkups, blood tests and all that sort of thing, to see how our numbers are going. And my weight had gone up obviously, and my blood sugars had gone up, my blood pressure had gone up. So they referred me to a new diet scheme, and it's pretty much a pilot diet scheme done by the NHS. Stage 1 is 12 weeks of nothing but shakes and soups, all amounting to 800 calories a day, and no more, nothing else. We're allowed to drink tea and coffee, but it has to be black, no milk. Nothing that has any sugar or carbohydrate that turns to sugar that can, spike our blood sugars. So this 800 calories is a measured thing. All the soups and shakes are provided for, and we are constantly checked via apps and via online meetings to discuss the numbers and whatnot. And of course all this is passed on to our diabetic clinic people at the doctors, at the GP. So yeah, the first part is 12 weeks of nothing but shakes and soups, and then we go on to I can't remember how long the period is, but stage 2 is after the 12th week is the introduction of meals, reintroduction of meals, 1 meal at a time, and all the way through this we're constantly being taught or shown how to manage, and that then leads on to stage 3, which is maintenance, and basically that'll be all the way through for the rest of 12 months. Constantly monitoring and constantly advising and showing us how to eat more healthily, basically. But anyway, this is a rapid weight loss thing. This is a rapid weight loss diet. It is designed primarily to obviously reduce the weight, but also the possibility of putting type 2 diabetes into remission, which is brilliant. Incidentally, whilst on this diet, I am currently off my diabetic medication on advice from the doctors. So basically, that's where I'm at the moment. I'm on this diet. I'm actually quite enthusiastic about it. In a moment, I will tell you where I'm at within the diet, and I'll tell you, I'll share a few things of what I've been feeling whilst on the diet. We're now on day 12. This is the bit that really encourages me to carry on and to keep going with this. In 12 days I have lost 1 stone 2 pounds, and I feel better already in several ways. I know the fact that I have lost weight. I can tell I have lost weight. Clothes are starting to hang again rather than fit properly, and pains in my legs have eased, and in some cases gone away completely. I have done videos. I have suffered with peripheral arterial disease for a number of years, and what that has tended to do is it comes on after walking short distances and hurts. To carry on walking, your leg feels like it's going to explode, and that's gone away. There's no pain. Now, I don't know whether that's because I'm off one of my drugs and the side effects of those has come down, or whether it's because of this weight loss. we can, I can only assume. I think it's the weight loss, and well, I think it's a combination of both really. But so I'm noticing things, and I'm rather, I'm really optimistic, and also for the first time in a long time, my blood glucose level was 5.5, and it hasn't been that. Well, I can't remember it ever being that. For years, it's been way over that, and so I know things. So I know things are working. I know things are happening. At the level of commitment, I want folk to understand the level of commitment this is going to take. This is happening at a time of the year where I'm going to get to Christmas, and it's going to be shakes and soups on Christmas Day. Now, I don't know whether treating myself would be a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do it, but I assume that I'm just going to be able to carry on with the milk, with the shakes and the soups all the way through this program until the end of the 12 weeks. Now I want to talk about activity. We're encouraged to remain, to be active. I've done it. I've been on Zwift on 2 or 3 occasions, or more in fact. But what I've noticed is that is way hard. That is so hard. Now that I'm established within this diet, is 800 calories a day. Oh my God, that is so not enough fuel. I feel completely lethargic on the trainer. It started out alright because I was still burning stuff that I'd got on board, but now it's so damn hard. Even pedalling for 10 kilometres, I managed to eke out 10 kilometres the other day, and it was so hard, and I think this is what's going to happen. And this is the reason why I won't be out cycling, not for a while, not until I can fuel up. So that's going to limit the amount of cycling that I'm going to do. I will try and carry on and spin my legs out on Zwift when I feel as though I can. Besides that, I'm going to try and keep you filled in on what's going off, and I think I will try and do a video every, say, fortnight or so, just to fill everyone in the progress. Hopefully when I get to the end of this and I start having proper meals again, I can get more fuel in and start ultimately riding my bike. So let's end with some figures. We're day 12 into this, and I am currently weighing in at 103.7 kilos. My blood sugar is, what did I say? 5.5 mmol/L, and I forgot my blood pressure. I think it's 148/70. Yeah, 148/70. Don't know how that, I think that was pretty good. Yeah, that's it really. So hopefully next time I'd have lost more weight. We'll see. Positive. I'm very positive. Looking forward to seeing what happens in the coming weeks and months. So what I want to do is say thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for continuing to watch these videos. I'll be back for more. In the meantime, stay safe, enjoy your cycling, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye for now.